time from work to doze off, maybe an hour or two. And this lack of sleep was often accompanied with noise making and shouts, even at the dead of the night. It's something we have had to bear. Now, initially, Jojo was a very big child and did not move his body parts. But as he grew up, and with physiotherapy, he now moves hands and legs and neck, and head, uncontrollably. When he was younger, it was easier to feed and birth him. Sorry, the spelling of birth is wrong. But as he is growing up, his spasticity has greatly increased. For instance, it now takes a lot of energy to feed him and especially trying to carry him from the bathroom to the bed where I will dress him. Like I said, Jojo is 17 this year. Yes. And I have to bath him and feed him. Yes. Now, this is a major challenge because he is getting bigger, stronger, and more spastic. And I am aging. That's the reality of the situation. Yes. And the question is, for how long can I continue these aspects of caregiving? I don't know personally. And as stated earlier, Jojo is not toilet trained. Not because we did not try, but because it is impossible because of his condition. So, we are still on Pampers and we've continued on it till date. Yes, Jojo has learned to fight for some of his rights. The guy can be a rascal. For instance, if you're feeding him and you taste his food and he's not yet satisfied, he will shout. And if he's watching a cable station and suddenly maybe I'm in the bedroom or library and somebody in the house changes the station, maybe to a Nigerian station, he screams and I know that something has happened and I come to his rescue. I guess this is part of men's selfishness. We know them. They like themselves very well. However, Jojo is a very patient man. For instance, when food is delayed for whatever reason, he doesn't complain. He just waits. You know, some children will cry. He just waits, and when you come to feed him, he listens. He accepts. He's a normal man with hormones like any other man, and so has sexual desires. Yes. In the nearest future, I will have to think of how to get a wife for Jiki. Who this will be, I do not know. Permit me to say here that we parents don't like talking about this, but it's part of life's reality. Ask Uche today if she needs a partner, she will tell you yes, because it is true. She's a woman like any other person. Now, I have had nannies and relations stay with me. They come and go. Some have gotten married, have children, but I have remained a major caregiver in his life. And the longest time I have been away from JJ was when I traveled to Israel. That's the longest time I've been away. And for me to be able to come today, I had to ask a lady who is married with 3 children to move those children to my house. She has stayed with me. It's from my house she wedded. And she is somebody I know who can take care of JJ. And when I was leaving, you know, we mothers, I was so cautious. I said, because of lifting him is difficult, I don't want her to carry him to the bathroom. Just give him a birth bath on my bed and just leave. And she said, no, Auntie, you have been doing this thing for years. What makes you think I cannot do it for 3 days? And I said, thank you. So I had to leave her to take care of him, and they have all had to move, to my house for this 3 days. Now, Jojo is a handsome man, and he knows it. He likes new clothes, and it's difficult to remove them, even when he soils them. Permit me to say here that most children with CP that I have met are good looking. Yes. I am yet to meet a CP child that is ugly. And somehow I think that is God's way of compensating us. When you look at something good, it has a way of lightening your heart. Yes. So later you will see some pictures of JJ. I believe it's after this slide. Now, in my relationship with Jojo, I have learned to allow him lead and I follow. And this is because he cannot be forced to do anything. So I look for ways to gain his cooperation. For instance, he is beginning to distrust my ability to lift him to the bathroom. And so when I come to carry him, he stiffens his body as if this woman is likely to throw me. Yes. So what I do, when I notice that, I tickle him and both of us start laughing. And there is no way when you're laughing that your body will be stiffened. So when he does that and I begin to say things like, this boy wants me to carry him back, then he's laughing and I lift him up. That's how I've been able to do that. And there are times when I am about to feed him too, that he holds his body tight. I get over this by talking to him and say, relax, I will give you the food. I can't feed you if you're this tight. And when he's tight, the way we sit is we sit on the carpet for me to feed him. And I put my right leg, to press his own right leg so that I can put him at this corner of my arm and I'm able to feed him. But when he tightens his body, what he does is he now gets to hug me. So I say, if you are like this, I can't give you the food. And what he loves most is tea, rice, and swallow with raw soup. So when he sees that, he's excited. So I say, if you don't relax, I can't feed you. So we talk for some seconds and he eventually relaxes, yes. And we carry on the business of feeding. And there are times, this is the bad part, there are times I will bend down when he's on the carpet to change his diapers. And because he has no control, there is this reflex action. The right hand will just come with force and he will hit me. That can be painful. Sometimes it is the knee. And so I have, bled several times. Sometimes the pain will be so much, I'll have to sit down and let it clear before I continue. I continue with the work. Because, as much as we may not accept, they are conscious when they do wrong. Yes. When Jojo hits me like that, he feels sad. And I hear him say, then I say, no, don't worry, I know you didn't mean it. Just relax, I know you didn't mean it. Okay, can we wear the pampers now? And then I continue. So it's not as if they are out to hit us or vent their frustration on us. No. It is a reflex action because they don't have that control. Suddenly the hand comes down. Yes. Now I told you this was when JJ was 7 years. As you can see the candle on the cake, this was his 7th birthday. This is JJ. He's handsome and he likes good clothes. Yes. The day we wore these glasses, it was, man, you can't take it off. Now, education. I enrolled JJ JJ had opened doors for special learners when he was 8 years. The delay was because I didn't know of open doors. Yeah, it was later my cousin who had a child with mild CP came to me and said, we have to take him there. So that was when I took him. And for all these years, he has participated. I mean, he loves going to school. If I brush his mouth in the morning, bath him, dress him, take him to the sitting room for breakfast, I feed him, and I now go in to take care of myself so that after dropping him at school, I go to work. If I delay from the sitting room, he starts shouting. That means this woman come out. So I start begging from there. I say, I'm on my way, I'm on my way. And if we get to school and we're a bit late, and they're already doing the morning devotion, and you're delaying, he's in the car, but the guy is shouting. Look, something is going on there, because there is singing and drumming, and that is what he likes. And in the morning devotion, he shouts. You know, he too is singing. So I said he loves the morning devotion because of the drumming, and he participates in Special Olympics. And he does the wheelchair race. Later you see the picture. And for the 9 years he has been in open doors. It is this year, 2014, that God gave us a breakthrough. Yes. All these years, when his report comes, the remark for every activity will be not yet. Is he able to lift his hand and pick something? Not yet. Is he able to speak? Not yet. I refused to quit. I kept taking him to school. Now this year, his speech and language teacher, Uncle Jim, who himself has a disability because he had polio. Yes. No, he now tries to teach JJ to communicate using the switch. The video is here, we shall see it later. And it was discovered that JJ has an amazing connection between his eyes and his right foot. And so Uncle Jim will say, JJ, press the switch, and he will press the switch and score a goal. And JJ loves the attention. Now, this is cause and effect. Teaching him that if you press this switch, this will happen. But we are moving further to teach him how to use the switch to ask for things. So this will be a major breakthrough in communication. And I have had to order for that switch from US. So that apart from the one in the school, we also do it at home. Yes. And I said, we give God the glory for this, because it's possible that this potential has been in him all this while, but we're just discovering it. Now, this is the brief story of Jojo. The story of a child with CP who has a lot of limitations. Some children with CP can talk, they can walk, and even earn degrees or diplomas. Why can't JJ and others like him, or worse than him? Did the parents or child do something wrong? The answer is no. Whatever an individual with CP is able to do or not able to do is a function of the extent of damage to the brain. For now, we are told by neurologists that it is irreversible. But there is a great hope for the future. Yes. I consider Jojo among the privileged children with CP. In our society, where earning a decent living is tough, coping with a CP child makes it tougher. You find out that it's difficult for parents to earn a decent